Hey everyone. Actually, hold on, let me turn this air conditioner off. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the POKTNIFE YouTube channel. Today we've got a bit of an interesting project on our hands. A little unveiling of something I've been kind of having on the shelf for a while, haven't done much with, but it's kind of something I really want to make happen. And I know this is going to make a lot of you SCX30 guys, all three of you, very happy because it's an SCX30. And it's a bit of an interesting project, not exactly what you would expect, but let me just go ahead and quit yapping about it and just show you. That's right. We're doing another model body, but this one is, what's the scale on this guy here? This is a 1/24th scale model kit, but it fits perfectly on the SCX30, and quite frankly, I think it looks sick. With the beefy tires, I already glued on these little VW hubcaps. That was kind of what really got me fired up about this whole thing. Is I did that one day and I sat the body on there and I said, you know what, that's got to happen. So yeah, we've got some work to do, and after doing that AMT body, that Toyota body, I'm really fired up about model bodies. So this video, we're gonna try to get the body mounted to the chassis. I know that might be a big ask, but maybe make a little build series out of this for you guys. Let me know if you think that would be something you'd be interested in watching in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's get together a little plan of how we're going to mount this, and then what do you say we do it? Okay, let's do it. So here we have pretty much everything we're going to be using, and what I'm going to be using to try to mount the body is these little 3D printed things, maybe some styrene and some magnets. But here's all the other little bits and stuff. So we have pretty much everything to make this like nice and detailed. But first, I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of get it sitting kind of where I want it to. And it lines up with like where the hood arch is, but in the back we're gonna have to do some custom stuff there. But I mean, come on, the wheelbase is literally perfect, and also I have kind of a good idea for it, I think. So let me go get the styrene and see if we can get something figured out here. Okay, so I found 2 scrap pieces of styrene. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them together, maybe even a third piece depending on rigidity. I think it'll stiffen up a little bit once I glue the 2 pieces together, but I'm going to basically use that to bridge the gap here, so then I can mount this. Freaking magnets are sticking to me. Mount this. I'm going to mount this part on the chassis itself, right about here. Glue that sucker there. And then, you know, obviously you got to have somewhere else to put the other side of the magnet, so that's the part we're going to have a little bit of trouble. That's the part we're going to have a little trouble with. But let me get some glue on this thing and see if we can get something figured out. Okay, so that actually did just the trick, and also I got 1,000,000 pounds of super glue on my finger, but it strengthened it up a good bit, and it fits perfectly right in there like that. So, shoot. You know what I didn't think about? Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out if that's actually, wait, that actually might be perfect. Set that there. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. You see in there? Sits right on that chassis, sits right on the wheel well, and I don't think that it's going to interfere with the tire clearance at all. Let me see. It does make it sit up a little higher than I thought it was going to, but I think we might be onto something. So the front's going to be a bit more challenging, but I need to do some brainstorming, so give me a second here. Well, I got the hot glue gun out, and she's lined up pretty good. So I think we're about to get this thing mounted, at least the rear body, or the rear body mount. We're going to wait till this hot glue gun warms up. Then I'm going to slap some dabs of glue in there. And then we're going to glue this back on, and then that might be able to help us line up the front a little bit. I think I'm just going to glue a magnet to this little part here, and then on the underneath of the hood here, maybe put this thing here or something like that. I don't know yet. So we're going to do this first, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Well, it sits a little higher than I like, but I mean, everything's kind of glued in, but I don't think it looks ridiculous, does it? It kind of does. Is that sitting way too high? Somebody tell me if this is sitting way too high. Wait, there we go. Is that raked? It's so hard to tell. I don't think it looks terrible, but it also doesn't look great. I don't know. Okay, I decided it doesn't look ridiculous, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the front mount now because I think, I don't know, it doesn't look terrible. It just looks like a model body. And I gotta remember that my AMT body kind of looked like this before I got any paint on it or anything. So I think you and I both need to trust the process. Okay, now I don't want to say it, but I think I'm a bit of a genius here. We're going to take the stock body mount with the clips here. They clip right onto those little poles very nicely. We're going to take this guy, boom. And then we're going to take this other smaller guy, boom, right in the middle. And then it's going to fit perfectly on there, glue it all together. And then bada bing, bada boom. I think we got a plan. So let's get this stuff glued together. Oh. Let's get this stuff glued together. Super glue. And then maybe we'll have this body mounted. So this is officially the way it's gonna sit a little bit. Leo, what are you doing, man? Okay, he's being a menace. But anyway, this is officially how it's gonna sit. I feel like it's a little tooted up in the rear, but I feel like it kind of works. And once I trim out the fenders and stuff for the tires, it'll probably look a lot better. So make sure everything still lines up how it should. And then I'm gonna get to glue in the body mounts on there. Oh, here's my concoction for the front. That's glued in there. This magnet's gonna glue to this styrene piece here, and then I'm going to glue the underside of the hood to that. And then we're going to have a mounted SCX30 with a 1/24 scale model body on it. Well, everyone, we've got magnets glued on, front bracket mounted, and if I do say so myself, I think it actually turned out incredible. We're going to let this glue dry up a little bit better, and then we're going to put everything back on there and give you a nice preview of what we got to look forward to. Now, the body still needs trimmed around the wheel wells and stuff, but we'll show you all that. But for now, let's just go ahead and look at it and appreciate what this is going to be. Well, folks, here it is. That's how it's going to be sitting. But like I said, still have to do some trimming of the wheel wells here. You see it's touching there, and I gotta do some stuff for the steering up here. But for now, I think it's looking pretty cool. Luna, what do you think? Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this part of the series, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. We have a lot to do, but yeah, stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below what you think of this. or what you think of the SCX30 in general. Very bright out here, but we'll see you in the next video.